Hi guys, it's awesome to have you here. Today's topic is super important. Should you listen to doctors all the time, and maybe why not? So if you're new around here and never heard about me, I'm Maya from Novak.com, and I have a lot of experience with today's topic because if you don't know yet, I broke my ankle, my talus bone in October 2012, and the first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the first things I heard from a doctor was your ankle won't be the same ever again. And your ankle, you will be able to use your ankle like 60-70%, and you will have problems with walking on an uneven surface for the rest of your life. And I still remember I was lying in the hospital bed, and I told him, I don't want to hear this. And he said, well, you know what? I have to tell you this. And you know, this is the case. Doctors are great. Don't get me wrong. They're super awesome. We need them. If you break something, they put all the bones together. They put all the screws inside like I have 2 screws in my talus bone. But like any other person on this planet, they don't know everything. And you have to know, after 3 years of experience with the recovery, there are 2 parts of the recovery. Physical part and mental part. And the doctors are awesome and great with physical recovery, but they are not so good with the mental part. And you also have to know that there is a lot of stories about the recovery, how it went for people on the internet. So if you go search for, I don't know, talus fracture, my experience or something like that, you will see a lot of negative experience because, you know, even though the internet is awesome, I don't suggest you to go on the internet to search for the information regarding talus fracture or broken ankle fracture, the recovery of that, because you will see a lot of negative experience. And with the physical part that I told you, the doctors are great with that part, that might be totally okay. But with the mental part, if you are focusing on the negative and if you are focusing on the worst case scenario, your recovery probably won't be totally fine, because you have to know that your body always follows your mind. So if you're focusing on the negative and maybe worst case scenarios, the body will follow that. But if you are focusing on the positive and really awesome recovery, your body will follow that. So you have to keep that in mind, that even though the doctors are great, they are not thinking about this part. And the recovery consists of both of them. So you have to do all the exercises and stretching routines and everything. You have to have that, but you also have to have mental strength. You have to focus on the positive. You have to visualize your outcome. You shouldn't be just like, oh, you know, the doctor told me that I will never ever walk again, or maybe I won't be able to run again, or whatever. So that's my destiny. It's not your destiny. Okay, so whatever doctor told you, that's not your destiny. You still have the opportunity to change your future. So forget about that. We need all the doctors, but they don't know everything. So like I told you, if you break something, if you already broke something, don't go to the internet, don't read about all the horrible stories. I didn't do that because I knew that I don't want to have a lot of negative feelings and thoughts in my head while recovering. I did that after a few months after the fracture, that I knew that I'm strong enough to go on the internet to read about all the horrible experience people had before me. But if I would do that, I don't know, a week after my fracture or maybe a month after my accident, that wouldn't be really good. So that's, 2 parts of this story. Don't listen to doctors all the time, but also don't go to the internet searching for any kind of information and hope that you will read a lot about, I don't know, positive experience. Okay, so keep that in mind. I hope that you don't have any broken bone right now in your in your body, and I'm definitely hoping that you will never ever experience this. But if you do, keep in mind that you have to focus on the positive. Your body will follow your thoughts. So keep your thoughts positive and don't listen to doctors all the time. Don't keep that negative worst case scenarios in your head, because you have to know that great future is waiting for you, and any kind of fracture that you have right now, everything is possible, okay? You can have a great recovery. So leave aside worst case scenarios, visualize about the best case scenario, how you will run, jump, walk, whatever you want to do, okay? So that's my video for today. Why you shouldn't listen to doctors all the time, even though they're super great. They don't know everything, and they're focusing mostly on the worst case scenario because these are their experience, you know. So I know that they don't have bad intention when they're telling about the worst case scenarios, but still, if you want to have an awesome recovery, you have to focus on the positive, and on the positive, and the positive things you won't get from the doctors and you won't get from the internet, except for this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye.